Yo, stay focused, man's on a mission. Wavy like the ocean, ain't got time for inhibition. Eyes on a prize, lock it in your vision. Straight up, man, that's gotta make a decision. Stay focused, man, I gotta go. Can't be going backwards, I can't be going slow. Gotta take the lead and I gotta steal the show.
What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing today? Hope y'all are doing awesome. Today's video, I'm back with another video of the season of survival. I've done a few, did a video on what my seasons of survival are, and now I'm going to kind of go through each one of them. And some of you have different amounts. Some have, there's 5, some are 10, some are 12. For what my context, I counted 16, 17. Some of them kind of go together, but some of them are similar, or some of them kind of are similar to others, or some kind of go with others. But I'll cover that when we get to that point. But today's video is on container. Those water is one of the hardest to store, to prep, to have in your bug out bag, and it's the hardest, and it's also one of the, if not the most important. It's definitely very, very high up there, because you can only go 3 days without water, and it's hard to store, it's hard to prep because it's big, it's bulky, it weighs a lot. So it's, we're talking for a gallon, you're just over 8 pounds. So it's kind of hard to throw that in your bag and still be able to keep it light enough to also put your gear in it that you need to bug out with it. Your bag gets heavy quick with, 2 gallons of water. You're up to 16 pounds just in your bug out bag and 2 gallons of water. So it's really, it's really tough to do that.
Hey y'all, sorry to interrupt the show, but I just wanted to just come on real quick and thank y'all for watching. And if you haven't already, and you feel obliged, why don't you go down and do the YouTube stuff real quick? Take a couple seconds and smash that subscribe button, or just tap it, or just hit it, or caress it, or whatever you gotta do. Just hit that subscribe button. According to my analytics, only 10% of you are actually subscribed, and so, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Hit the, and if you want to support the show financially a little bit, if you're inclined, no pressure, but there's that super thanks button if you feel like it. There's also memberships if you want to join. Don't quite have any members yet, but, we'll get there. But anyway, just hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up and, do the stuff. Appreciate y'all. I love you. I wouldn't be doing this without you. All right. Now, back to the show.
But just a couple examples of containers. Just one of these little plastic bottles. You can put a carabiner on here, clip it to your bag or something, clip it to your belt, whatever. And these are okay. They do the job. You've also got your metal ones. This is a dual wall. They keep your stuff cold. But again, it's, the cup itself is kind of heavy, so it's, in bug out situations, I prefer, or SHTF survival, sometimes the single walls are a little better because you can put them on the fire and boil water. These ones you can't. With the double walls, you can't put them on the fire. So, but they're good, but again, it's weight. This one weighs a lot less than this one does. So full of water, you might be better off with one of these. But they also have the ones that are like, they have, the filter in the lid. This one's just a plain old bottle, but they'll have like the life straw filter. You put that in, and then you put your lid on, and it has the little filter in it. Yeah, those are cool. I've got a couple of those. I don't know what happened to them, but they're probably in some kit or somewhere, and I think the kids have those in their bags. But anyway, it's the hardest. They weigh a lot. You know, you've also got your bladders that go in your bags. Don't actually go in your bug out bags, and you know, there's filters. There's like filter water. There's there's the Berkey. You know that if you're staying home, if you're bugging in, those are great. You know, if you have to bug out, you know, there's a few different options. There's the live straw. Those are pretty good. And I know they're probably not the best. You know, I know everybody's got something better ideas. I know, you know, my list, I might get those. Man, that's the worst. Those are the worst, and maybe they are. You know, everybody has their opinion. There's also the Sawyer. The Sawyer. What's nice about the Sawyer is that you can screw it onto the top of one of those smart water bottles. Screws right onto the top, and you can, you know, you just drink it right out of the bottle through the filter. Or you can inline it into your bladder. So if you drink all your bladder, you can hook the Sawyer up to that, and through your straw, it'll filter it as you drink it through your bladder. So the Sawyer is pretty good. The Sawyer Mini, and they're fairly cheap. They're like, last time I saw it, they were like $20. I don't know how much they went up. I'm sure they've gone up. Everything's gone up in price lately, but there's that, and you know, there's other things that you can do. You know, there's rainwater collection, the ways of storing water. You know, there's rainwater, there's, you know, gallon jugs, there's all that kind of stuff that you could do that kind of helps store it. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Anyway, you know, like if you're bugging in, you know, how to store water and stuff like that, like at your house, you know, there's rainwater. You get those, you know, have them come down your rain gutter into one of them big jugs or whatever. I've got some little, they're the smaller blue jugs. They're the, like a 17-gallon tote. I've got a bunch of those that, you know, I'm working with. But anyway, like I said, the Berkey works really well for filtering that water, you know, boiling it. What we use at our house is we have one of these. It's just one of those little pure things. It's not, it may not be the best, but it works. It does the job well enough. You just fill the top of it up with water, and then it filters it as it runs down. It's got a little pour spout right there for the kids to get to easy. They use it a lot. It seems to work okay. I don't know how good those are. If you put like some really bad nasty water in it, maybe we can give it a try one day and see how well it filters some really bad nasty water. Some of our rainwater or something, we'll pour it in there and we'll just see how it works. But for now, it's just one of those things that, you know, that's what we use. The wife bought it. She says, here, since our water's so gross, we just moved into a house and the water is not that good. So she bought that because it's a good price. And like I said, it works. You can buy changeable filters in it and all that. So, but it's decent. But water's one of the hardest. You can only go 3 days without water, and it's overlooked by a lot of preppers. You know, a lot of preppers, they fixate on knives and guns and, you know, the gear, you know, all the gear stuff, you know, they fixate themselves on all of that, and they forget about some of the most important preps you could possibly prep is water. Yeah, it's not as cool as, look at this Gucci gun with all this gear and all this, you know, all these bells and whistles, and look at this cool knife I just bought. Yeah, that's a lot more fun of prepping stuff, you know, but there's also the nitty gritty of stuff that, you know, you can live without guns and knives. You can't live without water. You can't live without food. Those are the two most important. But yes, the guns, you need to be able to protect that food and water. You need to be able to protect yourself. So that's important too, but the most important things are food and water. I mean, hands down, those are the most important. You've also got, you know, the cover, and, you know, you've got all kinds of them that I would put in more important than knives and guns and gear and gadgets, and, you know, you don't need all that. But as preppers, you need to start thinking about your water. If you don't already have a water plan, you need to get a water plan. Figure out, because if you wake up in the morning and, chances are this ain't going to happen, but if you wake up in the morning and your taps don't work for whatever reason, what are you going to do? If it's winter time, I know right now, time of this recording, it's getting springtime, so you shouldn't have frozen water, but if you have a water main break, or if something happens where just something happens, you wake up in the morning one day and you turn the faucet on and you don't have water. What are you going to do? You can only go 3 days. Do you have water stored? Do you have water stashed? Do you know where you're going to get it if you don't? Do you know how you're going to filter it to make it drinkable? There's lots of different things you can do that you need to focus on and prioritize it a little bit more than the guns, the ammo. How many guns? I need more guns. I need more ammo. I need to stack my ammo to the ceiling. Yeah, you've got ammo stacked to the ceiling, but do you have food stacked to the ceiling? What good's that going to do you if you don't have it? What good's that guns and ammo going to do? I got this whole room full of guns. Look at me. I'm cool. I got all this cool stuff. And, no offense to your guns. I love guns too, and I've got my share of guns. But there's a limit to, do I really need more guns? I mean, I've got all the guns I need. When you look at these videos that say top 5 guns for SHTF, I've got at least one of each of those. And do I need any more? Well, that's to be told. Yeah, I'd like more. 2 is 1, 1 is none. So if I only have one of each, that's basically none of each. So, I get it. But water is more important. You need water, because it's definitely you cannot live without. So it's number 2 on the rules of 3. 3 seconds without hope, or 3 minutes without hope, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. So that's just the way it goes. It's one of the most important of all of them. So, but anyway, enough rambling. You've got your ideas. If I miss something, if there's some advice you've got, do share it. I know I'm going to get some hate comments of something like life straws suck, or Sawyers suck, or the pure water filter that you guys use is garbage. You're just killing your. I'm sure there's people out there that. I'm sure we'll get comments like that, but give me comments about what you've got, what you've advice. Those of you that are actually decent people and not out there to just diss on everybody, what you got? Give me some ideas. I'm all for ideas. I'm still learning this too. I'm still kind of new to the prepper thing, and I'm still trying new things. If you've got a better idea, then by all means, let me know. Let the people that are watching know. Let the viewers know. So. But anyway, appreciate y'all watching. If you made it this far, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hit that subscribe button. Like the video. Comment. The YouTube stuff. I've got membership. Don't know what I'm doing with that yet. If you feel like doing it, awesome. Appreciate it. Probably do some kind of giveaways once I start getting members. Member-only content type stuff. And, I don't really have a plan for that yet because I don't have any members. I don't know what I want to do with that yet, but there's also that super thanks button if you feel like making a little donation. Awesome. If not, just hit that subscribe button. Costs you nothing, helps me out a ton. I'm working on 5,000, getting close. Channel's growing slowly, but it's growing. Just shooting for that next milestone of 5,000. Might do something special then, do a giveaway. I've got an idea that I might do a giveaway. Stay tuned for that. Once I get a little closer, I'll do a video on my giveaway thing. So anyway, at the time of this recording anyway, by the time you watch it, it could be past due, but I'm working on a giveaway for 5,000, shooting for that milestone. Working on hopefully hitting that within the next few months at least. But anyway, appreciate y'all. Love you. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.